Good evening, Internet. We are here again. Now, I've just said off camera that I was going to berate these two boys for not turning up to a live stream last week, but I'm not going to do it. I've changed. I'm a new man. Do we believe it, boys?
No.
No.
Never.
So just a little bit of housekeeping before we go forward. Two weeks on a trot, hey? What's going on here? Not starting your own live stream, are you?
It's got to be done.
Got to be done. And then let's just do this one. Is there any chance you can turn that light down, Ben? It's a bit overkill.
You dick. I thought you had the kitchen light, you prick.
So if you've noticed, boys and girls, Ben's got a brand new light. Now we're only on for an hour. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about anything for 55 minutes, something like that. And we're going to really, really do Ben's head in, because all he wants to do is talk about his light. That's all he wants to do. He's been sending us pictures. He's been showing us this. He's been showing us that. Kid doesn't shut up about it. But we're not going to allow him, are we? Not just at the moment.
No, we're not interested.
I'm not interested
That's
at
fine.
all. No,
That's fine.
not interested.
That's fine.
So, Ross,
Yeah.
did you see during the week that Ben tried to kill me?
I heard a rumor. Yeah.
I failed. I failed miserably.
Yeah.
I drew some blood, but it's just not enough.
Call it a trial run.
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the warm up.
The thing being that obviously after I went through an injury and nearly passed out on the stairs, all he could think to do was, I need to take a picture of this and send it to the WhatsApp group. Not running forwards, first aid, like emergency kit underneath. No, mobile phone out. This is Instagram.
It was brilliant though, wasn't it?
Today.
So there has been a change since the last time we saw. Let's just have a look what it says on the bottom here. It says Benji's Reef. Ooh.
Yep.
Never heard of it.
Well, never. No, I've not heard of it either. Not heard of it. Just another one of them divas, I think. But he did say when he was in the shop today that obviously we're now in awe. We're now in awe of the Instagram man getting his kit off left, right, and centre. Hundreds and hundreds of followers. You're gonna have to teach us how to do it now with your glitzy glamour shots.
I'm not letting my secrets out.
Diva.
100% envy.
So yeah. So other than posting on Instagram, Ross, what have you done this week in Marine World?
Mostly just trying to get rid of this the cyanobacteria this week.
And how's it going? What have you been doing?
To get rid of it, I've mainly water changes, but
What's your process been?
Water changes, but using the circumvator to blow it off the rocks and such like, blasting the sand a little bit. I did cheat a little bit and use a product as well, which works really, really well.
What was that?
Yeah.
Ben already knows.
No, I don't. He had never told me. I gave her advice, but he never told me if he used it or not.
I would think I know what it is as well.
Oh, in my opinion, it might be Chemiclean or Red X.
Yeah.
It is that.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Let's just get you on. Oh, I'm pressing all the wrong buttons here. Yeah, just bear with me. Bear with me.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. And where did you get that from? Because we don't sell that in the shop. Have you been flittering with other fish shops?
I bought it from an Amazonian.
All right. I'll let you off.
But it works, doesn't it?
It does work. It worked really well. In fact, all my rock work and that looks a little bit bare now.
Now it's lost all its colour.
Yeah. The only sort of side effect I'm sort of suffering with at the minute is I've followed the instructions. I've done a water change, maybe not quite as much of a water change as it suggests. It says 25%. I've probably done about 15, maybe 20. But switching my skimmer back on, it's just dropping like something crazy at the minute. So not entirely sure what to do about that. Just leave it alone, let it carry on doing it until it sorts itself out, or what really?
It's probably all the red or the cyano breaking up in the water column. So the skim is just picking up all the broken up parts, all the micro parts. So it's normal. Mine did the same thing. Mine went absolutely haywire for a good couple of days at least.
But were you emptying the cup all the time? Because it's just filling it up constantly. And
I put it to a jerry can. I just put it because on my skimmer I've got like a drain tube, and I just extended that tube and just stuck it into a 25 litre because it was going crazy.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to do the same.
Or raise it up out of the water level so the bubbles drop a little bit.
Yeah, I could do that. I'm not sure if I'm going to move my skimmer into the bigger chamber actually, but I'm not sure. And then I can raise it up a little bit.
I mean, either way, it's working and it's doing its job. Because I'm assuming you're seeing some good results in your system. Well, from your Instagram post, actually, there's a big change already.
Oh yeah, there's a massive change. It took 3 days maybe to from covered in red to basically white.
Just keep an eye on nitrate on your phosphates mainly, because your phosphates will start raising.
Right. Okay. Yeah. That's it.
Anything else? Obviously, we saw earlier on your Instagram post that you were getting in the buff to do your water change. Was there anything dramatic that happened apart from being Instagram famous?
No, not nothing.
How are you coping?
Pretty well, to be fair, pretty well. Now the only other drama I've had this week is the bloody dosing pump again, but that's sorted itself out again after days of pissing about with it.
So that pump at the shop.
So go on, explain, because obviously
no, it's not actually mine. It's the same as mine.
One. It's the same one. I thought it was yours.
No. No, not quite.
So go on, Ross, because obviously you're now talking to us on a live stream, but there are people that watch it. So if you don't explain yourself, then they haven't got a clue. I know you sat chatting to us. We've got a WhatsApp group, so we know exactly what happened, and you bored us to tears about it. Now we've got an hour to bore the internet with it. What actually happens?
So, opened the doors to the sump probably on Friday. I think it was Friday night, maybe last week. And noticed that the green light on the dosing pump wasn't on. I mean, it wasn't connected to the internet. How long it had been like that, I don't know. Normally, I just assume it's on and leave it. And it's notoriously difficult to reconnect back to the Wi-Fi. So it took me most of Friday evening sat in front of it, because you can't just do it from your phone sat on your chair as well. You've got to keep pressing a bloody button on the actual unit to get it to try and connect. So I'm sat in front of there pressing this button, getting more and more pissed off, but I'll leave it then. I'll manually do it in the morning. Started again in the morning, still didn't bloody work. And and don't say anything. But the missus said, "Have you tried turning the Wi-Fi on and off again?" So I said, "Well, actually, no, I haven't." So I tried switching the Wi-Fi off and on again, and the fucking green light came back on, didn't it?
Love it.
But I fixed it.
Yeah, all right. Don't tell why.
Don't tell the wife.
Brilliant.
So yeah, that was my week of dramas.
Right. Seems that I didn't actually get to speak to you today. Your fish has gone to a new home. You noticed it wasn't there, obviously.
I did notice it one there. Yeah,
Yep.
a good home.
So it's gone to a big 5-foot D&D system. Hydra 64s above the top of it. Nice gentleman that runs the fish tank. And it will be well looked after.
Jolly good.
Yeah. Have you know? Because how long's it been out now? A week.
Yeah, a week. Yeah.
Have you noticed when you did? Oh, you what? Done any tests? You do them on Sunday, don't you?
Yeah. So I'll be testing on Sunday. So we'll see if it's made any difference.
Right. So tune in next week, guys, for important updates on Ross's nitrates.
But in addition to losing a big fish, I've also added some Cheeto in the sump as well. So
have you got a light for that?
Yeah, I've got a little cheapo light on the underside in the sump. It's a full spectrum light. It's only 8 things.
Doesn't matter. It'll do the job. It'll grow. The Cheeto will grow off it.
So hopefully that'll bring the nitrates down a little bit with a combination of those two things.
Yeah.
So watch this space.
Yeah, definitely watch this space. So obviously you can see it in his eyes. It's like, get to me. I want to talk about my life. Get to me.
I'm actually enjoying listening to what Ross has been doing, because obviously I'm in and out on that WhatsApp group because of work.
Yes.
But the casualties of all the cyano is what I hope is that probably a combination of the copper issue I had as well is I've lost a couple of hammer corals, which I was a bit pissed off about, but
dear.
It's part of the game, I suppose, isn't it?
Yeah, it is part of the game sometimes. So I'll tell you that I've linked that system above that you've never seen to the bottom one, and I've done it really, really well. So that top system, that bottom system, and this system are all the same water, and I've made sure that it's really, really tight, and it's not tight enough. So now that system drips into that system, but at least it's all the same water. So I'm sat here and I can constantly see it dripping, but I would presume over a little bit of time that'll salt creep itself up and fix the leak, basically. But since it's leaking into its own water, it's not that much of an issue. Obviously, I've put on my Instagram that I've got that horrible, I think I might have got it from you. It's infectious. I've started to get some red cyano stuff on the bottom here. Obviously, the corals are not doing very well. The zoas are not doing very well. So yeah, it's looking rather hateful in there.
So you've linked all those 3 systems together, and you're starting to get red cyano in one of them.
So
you see where I'm going with this, my thought?
No.
It's going to spread.
So this system was always linked to the bottom, and there's a little bit of red cyano that's in this tank, but there's nothing in that one. And this has been for the last 4 weeks-ish, something like that. I'm thinking about turning my UV back on, but I've not done that at the minute. I need to put some sand sifting starfish in there just to agitate the sand up a little bit. But the difference is that I will live with a little bit of red on the sand. Doesn't bother me because it's not that much of a thing. That obviously you have bacteria, you have little patches in systems that are dead spots, and because it's more of a growing system rather than a visual. The only reason that this is now doing my head in is because I'm now competing with you two idiots for Instagram fame. And it's doing my head in because every time I put a post on Instagram, I've now got bits of red in. And then when Ross is going, oh, I've cured my problem, I'm like, motherfucker. I've got fish tank envy. I've got Instagram envy. And today I've brought another copper band home.
Oh,
Yes.
you're going through the struggle again.
So it's got to be done. I've got to have a copper band in my system. And so it's going to go in this 3 foot down here. It's going to be the first fish in there. And I'm going to work around that as the main one. So obviously I did it in here with a copper band and then put the powder blue in, and it was happy. But then obviously I didn't get it off of live food. And then obviously we went through Christmas and there was no live food available and it just starved. So now we're into hopefully a period where I can get live food every single week, and then slowly wean it off. Then it's potentially got more of a chance. But it's just one of those fish that's on my list of a fish that I've got to have. So
It is a brilliant fish. I mean, don't get me wrong. Well, I love mine. I think it's one of my top 2 fish in my system. My copper band. You all right, John? How are you?
see, yeah.
By
So yeah,
far,
obviously
by far the copper band, brilliant.
When you say live food for the copper band, what live food are you talking about?
So I'm feeding brine shrimps, live brine shrimps. And what I was doing previously was feeding live, and then every other day feeding live, and then getting it to the point where it was still eating, but spitting most of the frozen stuff out. And then obviously, since we've not had live food for 2 weeks over Christmas, basically after a week it was not far off starved. And I put some mysis in, but it weren't interested in touching mysis because it had got used to brine shrimp. So obviously it just was one of them things, unfortunately. No, the copper band. So John's just basically said that the powder blue will bully it. And for the first couple of days, when I put the powder blue in, it did herd the copper band up into the corner. But then after 3 or 4 days, they were swimming around like busy mates, like they'd been together forever. They weren't competing for food. They were happy as Larry together. It was just that initial 3 days that they had a bit of hargy-bargy, because obviously the tank was the copper band's tank. And then I put the powder blue in, and then the powder blue decided it was his tank, and then was a bit of argy-bargy. But they'd been in there 3 weeks before it ran out of food for live shrimps and stuff like that. So it was just one of them things. Look at him. You can see. Did you see that?
I'm just thinking
I saw
about
that,
what you
yeah.
were saying about the
Oh,
live
you
food.
did, yeah, you saw that as well as that. There was a
Yeah.
pause in the conversation, and it was like, "Are we talking about my light again now?"
Isn't that a bit of poor planning on your behalf, Lee? Not having enough live
so-
food for your fish.
I can't work miracles, Ben. If the food is stuck in a different country, yeah. And in all fairness, I've had a few now, so it's just one of them things, unfortunately. Sometimes. So John says it needs a better diet. If I could get it to eat anything else, it could have a
There we are.
varied diet. I could feed it Kopi Pops. I could feed it Skittles. If it would eat Skittles, I'd feed it whatever it wanted to be fed. So
See,
I chuck a slab of Mars bar in there, and if it wants to have a bit of go, stick a bit of Mars bar in there. But yeah, I do feed lots of different bits and bobs, but it's just the fish that I struggle with.
they're notoriously difficult to get feeding anyway. I mean,
Yeah.
remember every week I would come to the shop when I got my copper band, and I tried literally everything possible. Watched loads of videos. I tried cockles, mussels, live cockles, live mussels. Wasn't interested. The only thing that got it starting was Tuberflex and Californian blackworm.
Yeah.
And then I could get it to brine.
We've had them in the shop that have come on the same day from the same supplier in the same water column in a tank next to each other, and one will eat a certain type of food and the other won't. There's just no random. One will take mysis, the others won't. So it's just sometimes one of them things, unfortunately. And then what was the other thing that I've done? Oh yeah, I nearly died during the week. Yeah, nearly died. So I sort of invited myself. What?
Concussion, was it?
It was concussion, yeah. Blacked out, and then woke up.
Blood loss.
Obviously, there was blood. There was actually blood loss.
There was.
Yes. And yeah, Ben tried killing me. I know.
You still need to come back and fix the ceiling because you left a dent in the ceiling.
Yes. Right. So now we've caught up with everybody's week. Let's go to some questions. Any questions in there? No, but let's just put some comments on. John, yeah, we talked about that, John. Thank you very much for your participation again. Keith. Oh, Keith and John. Hi, Keith. Hi, John. Oh, busy mates in the chat. Busy mates. Who else we got? That's it. Just the two. So there's 5 people apparently watching. So there's only 2 in the chat and me. So yeah. Oh, I did put on the Facebook group the link to come backstage and meet you. Let's see if there's anybody backstage. No, nobody there.
You really are dragging this out.
Right, 22 and a half minutes you've had to wait, Ben.
Let's call it a day then, shall we?
That's it. Let's get rid of him all. Let's get rid of him. Come on then, Ben. What's the big news?
Well, the big news is that I got a new reflight, obviously. It's so far a couple of gripes, but mostly, well, I'd say mostly good. But other than the light, I mean, what have I done so far with my tank? I cleaned out my sump. That was a huge job. I've never had to do that before. And I've learned that I need to really do better timekeeping, realizing that it's not just an hour job. It's about 3 hours worth, taking all your equipment out, cleaning the bottom of your sump. But I did all of that. Did some alterations to my return pipe for my sump. That was needed for a better flow. And then, yeah, the new reflight, the ATI Stratton Flex 153, which is now running on my system.
Oh, so yeah,
which you decided to come over for, Lee, to have a look at, and then decided to knock you out.
Sort of invited myself round just to have a little bit of a look.
You were just as geeking out as I was when I had it on my table. You loved it. You were you reefed out on that, but I'll leave you to admit to that on your own time.
Will I know? Yes. The thing is, it's brand new equipment. It's not as if it's like, oh, there's a million of them out there. You are one of a handful of people that has actually got one in the country. Now, obviously, we saw it at the show and things like that, but obviously the next couple of weeks of you finding out all the intricate bits and being able to share with us in the in the WhatsApp group, and hopefully a little bit on your Instagram. Because sorry, that was a bit of a spoiler alert. What else have you been up to, Ben?
I bought up a couple of new corals, which was I bought myself a torch, just your standard torch, nothing special. But I did buy something that I'm really happy with, which is a Stratosphere Zoa, which is not something not something I found common in shops or anything like that. And I'm hoping to keep that alive and to grow that, because it's a beautiful Zoa coral. It's only a really small head, but I'm hoping I can keep it alive and propagate that. That's good. Yeah, it's just not a common Zoa coral to get.
Go on then. What name was it? The Zoa?
Stratosphere, a Stratosphere Zoa.
So you did actually get one.
I did get one. I did indeed. I got it from one of the local reefers. But yeah, no. I hope I can grow it. I mean, my fear is obviously with the light, because I had my old lights and I know what kind of power output I'm getting. But this light I've put on, and I've used the power readings, because ATI on their app, they have a new system where you can actually see what your power readings should be at different depths with what the height is set at. And I have had a cheeky quick look with the power meter that I've gotten picked up today, and I shall say it's not far off at all.
Right.
It's very, very close, especially with this power meter anyway. Now, obviously, it's not an apogee, but a power meter is a power meter. And, as long as your numbers are close to the area of what it should be, then I think I should be okay. So I've actually upped my intensity a little bit because of it. So it's if that's to go by, I will be using the ATI app from now on for my power readings, and then to adjust it to what I want it to be. So yeah, I mean, time will tell. Time will tell how the light holds out, but I have positive hopes for it. That I should get some good growth out of the corals. I mean, the spectrum's different. It's totally different to the hydras that I had. It's more white. I'm running a more white spectrum anyway, with one of the presets that they provide you with, and yeah, it's just so far there is a huge difference between my AI Hydra 26 to this. There's a lot of differences, but I will be showing all that when my Instagram video comes out / YouTube video comes out, reference the review to this light. It'll take some time. But yeah, that's what my week has been so far.
So obviously you've just alluded to it there. You're now on Instagram.
Yes. I'm starting to do social media, and I'm starting to realize that I'm getting old, because technology used to be something I could use quite easily when I was younger. Now I'm having to learn how to do social media, which when I was younger, Facebook was the in thing and quite easy to use. Now it's becoming a lot more complicated.
No, it's
So
not.
what do you think, Rob? Exactly. You see
Shall I
that?
come over for some lessons? Shall I come over for some lessons?
Absolute gangster. No, it's not. It's so easy. Absolute gangster. Right. Let's get rid of him and let's talk about Instagram for a second. We don't noobs. I mean, obviously we obviously follow Roscoe's Reef on Instagram. Now, the kid is knocking it out of the park, because there's a lot of the videos that, apart from the fact that he gets his kit off a lot, and I'm not sure whether we need to go that far, but there's a lot of stuff that he does. Bring him back. we need to have like an Instagram party. How did you do that? What did you do? This so geeky.
Yeah, exactly.
So geeky. Oh, so
I mean, I've only just learned how to do when you take obviously I'm taking pictures and not doing videos as of yet for Instagram, but when I'm taking pictures, I've only just learned that you can put text and you can highlight it in neon. And I thought, oh, that's pretty neat. Oh, I can add a bit of music here. I'm at that stage. That's the level I'm at, like level 1 of level 20.
Just comes naturally for Roscoe's Reef.
Just easy work, isn't it? Easy work.
Just easy work.
You must have lots of time at your work.
Yeah.
So obviously the next part of you came into this like little bit of a group a little bit later. I would presume we're having a flashy light behind the tank. Are we going as far as having some merch?
Oh, I haven't got to that level yet. I'll do baby steps for me. Instagram, start that, and I'll keep moving forward from there. But baby steps, take it slow and easy. I'll just do it. To be fair, as I'm saying, I'll just take it at my own pace. Whatever that will be, I don't know. But
yeah. So you heard as well as I heard that what he's reading between the lines there. He just said basically we're so much better than it that he's just putting it. Oh no, I'll do it at my own pace and I'll do this and I'll do that. I'm gonna absolutely slate him for being rubbish. Yeah, that's it. Oh, I'll do it at my own pace. No, you won't. You're gonna get slated for doing it wrong.
It's fine. It's fine. I'll take it. As long as if you slate me and then show me what I'm doing wrong and what I have to change, how to do it right.
No, because nobody taught me how to do this. Nobody taught Ross how to do it. Got to learn on your feet.
That's fine.
But if Ross is going to tell anybody of how to do stuff, me first. Oh. Right, boys. Any more? Obviously, you're going to do a bit of a YouTubey thing with your light. You're now going to do Instagram of your light. So, Benji's Reef, one of them new horrible ATI rubbishy things above his fish tank. See what he gets.
That's just jealousy. That's just pure jealousy from you.
Absolute true fact. True.
Have you got it suspended, Ben, or have you got it on like legs?
I've got it suspended. Hang on. Let me just do this.
We're now covering more in depth of the ins and outs of his brand spanking new light. And look who's just turned up.
Hey, yo.
Now then.
All right.
So we're just being educated with what's Benji's Reef. Right, go on, Ben. What are you on about?
Yeah, so I mean, it's suspended on the cables on the cables that I had from the AI Hydra, because that was on that trail. So it's up on them. There's a couple of differences. I mean, I don't know, with the kit that I bought for AI, the wires were thicker, so I couldn't actually feed it through the holder of the ATI because they use a thinner gauge for the locks. So all I've done is I've used my AI actual locks, and the ones that come on the ATI, I've just slid them to the bottom and left them on. You can't take them off. You can take them off if you decide to dismantle the side of the lamp, but I didn't want to do that because I don't want to void like the warranty in any way, shape, or form on the light. I don't dare.
But building your own power plug.
Say it again.
But building your own power plug.
yeah. I mean,
And now you're worrying about bloody sliding the thing off the side yet. You just had to sit there and wire it up yourself.
Yeah, it's, as obviously, Daryl, you're aware, there was a couple of things with the light that I think could be definitely improved, i.e. the light came in a normal shipping box. I can't really slate that I can a little bit. I would have thought that it would come in a shipping box and then another box inside, and then maybe with some ATI writing on it, you know, say it's a Stratton Light or anything like that. No, it's just a brown box. That's it. The cable on the light is bare-ended. So you have 4 wires at the end, and you get the power supply. You have to then wire the cables to the power supply yourself. And the instructions are clear, don't get me wrong, but it doesn't help, say, for someone who maybe is hard of sight, when it has 4 cables, 2 of 2.5 mil gauge, 2 at 1.5 mil gauge, and they're both clear wires, and both have one of the wires with a small white stripe in the middle, and then it tells you on the instructions, please wire the transparent cable into the white cable into the white slot, and the transparent cable into the transparent slot, and then the same for the smaller gauge. Now, you can easily get that wrong. Now, I don't know what the ramifications are if you miswire it, what could happen or what damage you could get. And again, as per for designer, this is my opinion only, why not have a fast connector? Instead of having the empty 4 cables just to wire in yourself, you know, like you have on your return pump, you have the screw connector for your main power and whatnot. Why not have something similar? All the other, other brands or products have something like that. And I know why they do the open end, because it's easier to route it wherever you want to put it in your cupboard or wherever you want to put the cable. But it would have been the same gauge thickness if it had a fast connector. The other really poor is no UK plug. Nothing. Like, you just get you have to wire the power supply, and then you've got to buy your own kettle lead, UK kettle lead.
Sorry, Ben. That was that we needed an extra couple of quid off of you, obviously.
Well, no, but I mean, yeah, exactly. I mean, when you're spending premium amount of money on a premium light, you would think that you could set it up and plug it in straight away, but we couldn't.
Yeah, sir. Here's your brand new Tesla, but you need some tires.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The crazy thing is, obviously, it's wild.
We put courtesy fuel in it for you. Oh, and how much have you put in? Oh, well, we've put like 5 miles in. Oh, and how far's the nearest petrol station? 10 miles away.
But still, it's electric.
But yeah, I mean, those were the major negatives, really. As I was saying before, Daryl, which you didn't see, was I've got the power meter. I quickly just did a quick check with the power meter to the Stratton app, what the app was saying the power readings were, and there was a difference of maybe 15 to 30 power, which isn't much, considering that's coming from the app generated to what the power meter was saying. So I'm quite happy with that.
Yeah, basically fair, because when you go get your SPS or your Torch Coils or LPS, whatever, they don't say that needs to be in 245 power, do they?
Exactly, and
it needs to be within.
Exactly.
So I'd be happy with that. That's good.
The spread is also, obviously, it's in the center, directly under the light, in the middle of the tank where I've got it. It's very close. I mean, I would say within 10 to 15 power of what the app says. On the outer edges, you've got a loss of like 30 power, maybe around about that at the moment. But I've only done a 5 to 10 minute check. I need to go through it like I've done with the other lights, exactly what the powers are. But the app is actually, I would say, more than good enough for you to set your tank up and have your lights running to where you're not going to bleach your corals. As long as you know what your corals you have on your depths, like your SPS at the top, your mushrooms or whatnot at the bottom, and your LPS around the mid range or whatnot, you're going to be. This light is great. The powers are perfect to where you won't kill anything in that way as of yet. That's what I've seen so far. Sorry, that's what I mean. So, in that sense, it's good, really good.
Yeah. So, Daryl, I would presume you want inviting round to Ben's. I'll invite you. When would you like to come round?
He's frozen. He's either frozen or he's pretty still.
Or he's just had enough. He's here.
I've
Oh,
got you on the
he's
coffee
back.
internet.
Let's get rid of that one. How can you be in two places at once? Come on, really.
It's your internet.
He's still here. Look, he's still there.
Twin.
It's my internet.
Yeah. It's not
So-
mine, it's crap.
Yes. So I don't know whether you heard that. Obviously, I'm inviting you round to Ben's house. Ben's got no any bit in it. Would you like to come round and see Ben's light?
Yeah.
See.
Seriously. I'll make sure though with you,
Wow.
Daryl.
Honestly, I do want to see the light
I know you do.
because I like the idea of that light. I did want that light, but after finding out you have to sacrifice your kettle to turn it on, I'm kind of put off it.
To be fair, Daryl, if you come over, I will make sure to warn you about my low ceiling on the stairs so that you don't knock yourself out when you need to use the loo. You know.
Believe it or not, mate, I've got eyes. You know, he must have not had his spectacles on to miss that.
You will
Honestly,
you
when
will
he
notice.
hit his head, honestly, it reverberated through the house, and all I heard was him going out and a massive bang down the stairs with him foot sliding down them.
But it sounded like a ping ball machine, didn't it? Bing, 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 bing.
Yeah, there wasn't. Yeah, it was quite hollow. To be fair, there wasn't much in there.
Really. Oh dear me.
Oh, brilliant!
So Daryl, what have you been up to this week? Anything good? Anything nothing?
No, nothing.
Nothing. Cheers for turning
I
up.
bought an
Thank you.
urchin.
You what?
I bought an urchin. Oh, and Scooter Bunny, female Scooter Bunny, to go with my male Scooter Bunny. See if they do the little dance.
Nice.
That's it. Tickety boo.
Right.
Haven't changed
I've got a
anything
question
and bought
for you.
anything else. Eh?
Since you're the man that put Reef Factory out of business, have we heard anything more about Reef Factory?
Yeah, they're back in business.
Are they?
Yeah.
That's good.
Well, you kept that quiet.
What the fuck?
Did you know that they were back in business, Ross?
I don't know who they are.
Nah, no, they're not back in business. Everything still works, though,
Oh, were they?
on the refraction thing.
It's such a.
Yeah.
I don't even know why. I don't even know why. It's just really. Oh, dear me.
Oh, freaking
But,
hell.
no, if you want a cheap KH keeper or out like that, you can get them. Everything still works if you can log into the apps. You can now pick up pH monitors and everything like that. Digital pH monitors, dirt cheap. Where you don't need the app really. It just displays it on your tank. But nah, I don't know what's going on with them. I would have thought a company would have come in by now and bought them out. To be fair, because they've got the ideas, they've got the stuff, but they just I don't know what went wrong with them. Pushed too
Well,
quick, I guess. Too
the
big,
only
too
reason-
quick.
The only reason that I asked was we've just got a second-hand KH monitor, Reef Factory one that's coming to the shop that they want to sell, and I don't know the ins and outs of would it still work? It's not anything that I've ever used.
Yeah. It'll still work. The KH keepers, they took off their own Wi-Fi signal, and you can go through their Wi-Fi signal onto the KH keeper. So instead of having the joys of, being the other side of the country and seeing what your KH is, you have to be local to the tank, but it will still show you and everything like that. Same as the lights, the Reef Factory lights. You've got to be local to the tank and you can set them up. Well, to be fair, you're not at the other side of the country frigging setting your lights up, are you? So, and well, same as all of them, Salinity Gardens a lot. But I have seen the phosphate tester. I've heard that's needs a few updates. It's starting to go a little bit skew with some of them, like, and people are struggling to get the reagents for that. But the KH Keeper, you can get the reagents off AA. No, what's it fucking called? Anyway, you can get them cheap. You can get them cheaper than the actual refractory stuff. What I spend in a year on reagent used to cost me, if I got the refractory stuff, it used to cost me a month.
Right.
So, yeah, it's still
So
worth
it's technically still a good bit of kit.
Yeah. And the KH. Do you say it's a pro?
I don't know. All I saw was it's a KH Manager and that it's a refractory one. And I went, Daryl's the man to ask about that. And Daryl's put them back into business and bust again within 10 minutes.
Hey, if I had the money, I'd buy them. I really would buy them because, it was cheap stuff considering. And I reckon they hit the market what a lot of people want it to be in. Not many people can afford to go spend 1,500 quid to go buy an Apex or GHL or whatever, you know what I mean? And even the, what's that fucking American one? I forgot what the American one is. But there's that other American one as well. No one's got the money to go spend 1,500 quid. Not many people to get set up for something like that. Whereas the KH Keeper, well, the refractory stuff, you could buy it individually and build up over time. You didn't have to have the main compartment in the main head, the main computer, and then build off it. You didn't have to pay £1,000 or whatever up straight up front. Well, more. You could just buy something. I think it was like 500 quid, 600 quid, which is still not cheap, like, but it's a lot more affordable than £1,000 because the missus will have me nuts off. So
Yeah.
Lee, with
Yes.
that KH Keeper, make sure the probe stays wet.
I'm meant to do that. What with it stuffed somewhere?
Just seawater. Just keep. You can salt water if you need be.
Right.
But the other thing is, if it's the KH Keeper Pro, it's easy to find replacement pH probes for that one because it's the same as every other pH probe out there. So you don't need to have the refractory pH probe. You can just put whatever pH probe you want in it.
With the pH probe, I had to replace my probe because I broke it by accident cleaning it. But you can just buy any pH probe as long as it's just a medium, reputable
Double
brand. Yeah, that's it. As long as it's got the right connector end. I mean, mine was 20 quid from the Azon. So
your Milwaukee ones and everything like that normally will go about 70 to 100 quid, and they're good quality good quality pH probes. But yeah. Sorry for boring you.
No, don't worry. We've had 8 months of you boring us. We're getting used to it by now.
what the hell? No love lost between you two.
We do love him. We do love him. I mean, look at him.
Honestly, I tried leaving him at the show. I honestly tried leaving him at the show, but he just ended up in the car.
I'm so happy I had no one in my car. It was brilliant. The silence.
I was hoping you had Lee. I was really hoping you had Lee, but he wouldn't leave me.
We
always
always knew where to find him, though, didn't we? That's the thing. We always knew where to find him.
I even need my T-shirt, thinking I could blend in with the crowd. He still found me.
True fact. Ross, any questions about Ben's actual light, or should we do like a special in 3 weeks' time when he's killed all his corals?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
I think that's a good idea, isn't it? See whether
It does look sexy.
3 or 4, it does look very sexy, but in 3 or 4 weeks' time, when he's fucked it all up and it's come from his ceiling that doesn't hold up properly, and it's half in his tank and half out of his tank.
Hang on. If that light falls in the water, it's only because your head has broken the construction of my house. So, yeah, we can do that in 3 weeks' time. I can give you an in-depth review.
Go around, take a picture of all your corals now. 3 weeks, well, not more than 3 weeks. Give it 6 weeks, 7 weeks, something like that. And then you got.
You've gone again. You've got.
And then you got.
And then you've got. Come on, where are you?
And that was fucking dead.
Oh no, he's there he is. Look,
Yeah, he's back. We got 6 weeks, and then you got. That's all we got, and then it was just nothing.
Yeah, 6 weeks and you can. Oh.
No, it's a good
No,
idea. I
just
should
do
actually
6
do that.
weeks.
Take some pictures, and then see what the progression is. Like I said, I've just increased the intensity because when setting up the light, you can choose like the pre-built spectrums that they've got, and I chose the mixed reef LPS SPS, and he then
You can go
asks
for John
you.
spectrum.
Pardon?
Do you not go for the John spectrum?
No. I went.
I thought
LPS.
there was, honestly, I thought there was like some guy's name spectrum on there.
I think there might be, but I just saw LPS SPS and I went, I'll just have that. I mean, in the initial setup of the light, I mean, the cool thing I thought was, if I really wanted to, as you can see, there's the one section there, the one section there, and the one section there, and it literally does say, do you want to separate each section and have them running their own spectrums? Now, I'm not wanting to split my tank up as a, SPS in the center and LPS on the sides or something like that. I just want it all the same all over for just ease of use. But when you choose your spectrum, it will then ask you, do you want, light acclimation, medium, or heavy? And it literally means in the opposite. The light acclimation is the least amount of intensity, and then the medium obviously being the medium, and the heavy being the most highest intensity. So I was running it at 30%, which was the setting I set it to, because I was obviously scared of bleaching all my corals, considering my AI hydras were running at 80% intensity, and this is running at 30, and I'm getting exactly the same pars pretty much as what my AI hydras are running at.
So what wattage are you running at?
I am running now. I've upped it. I think it's now at 75 watts.
And what was all your hydras?
They were running, I think in total, I was running maybe 105, 110 watts at least.
So 110 watts, and now you're running at 75 watts. It's a saving, isn't it?
It is a saving. And because I used the par meter just as I came home quickly for, 20 minutes before the live stream, and seeing what the readings were, I've actually upped my intensity by 5%. And I'll leave that now. I won't touch that now because it's saying the par roughly at where my SPS start is at about 170, which is what I was running, 170, 180 par. So, and then I know I can up it, but I don't want to shock the corals too quickly. So I'll leave that for about a week or two, and then I'll.
Yeah, in the wild, they're in the sun, mate. In the wild, there's no water around them or anything. They're just in the sun. Fuck it, 100%.
and the SPS, and the LPS, were at around roughly 100 par, and it was sitting at 90. So I've upped it now by that 5%. I think it's now saying about 95 par, 100 par. So.
Yeah, that's 150.
I know. I want to get it to a higher level, but I'll take it slow. Nothing in this hobby. If you do it fast, normally something goes wrong quickly.
Set it, forget it, walk away.
Your philosophy is brilliant, Darryl.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially with that new Zoa that I bought, I do not want to kill it.
Yeah.
What's it called?
Stratosphere.
Just Stratosphere, so.
Mm.
What comes up with these names?
I know.
Have a look at it. It's actually a really pretty Zoa.
What colour is it?
It's a mixture of like gold lines in a bit of purple and purple and black. What? Black?
Yeah,
No,
clue.
purple and gold at the
Purple
moment.
and gold. That's all I care about is colour. Couldn't give a rat's ass about the fancy names. Is it pink? Is it blue? Is it green? I'll have
When
it.
it grows bigger, the head grows bigger. It looks like a bit like this. They call it stratosphere, I think, because of space. Because in the rest of the head, with the gold lines inside, there's little specks. Looks like stars.
It looks like the Star Wars scene. It's zooming
Yeah, like
forward.
you're going through. It's like all the white things going past you. Yeah.
It's like going through a snow blizzard really fast.
Yeah, that's it.
Right, gentlemen, we're nearly at the end, but there's one thing that I need to cover just before we go. Now, Ben, could you please take your recording device off of where it is now and show us what you've bought? Come on, turn it round.
Hang on. Hang on.
I've just been going on about it for half hour. It's an ATI Lite.
No. Come on,
Oh, he got the smaller version, didn't he? To face it, his face, put his face.
Oh, wrong button.
just turn the camera.
Yeah, well, you know what?
Ooh.
There we go.
Where's he gone? No, not that light. The other light, Ben. The Diva light.
Oh, the Diva
Oh,
light.
Look,
Yeah, you're all right.
Up
There you
above
go.
the-
There's the
there
Diva
you
light.
go.
There you go.
He's bought himself a lighting rig.
It's from
hang
Timo.
on. Don't start this. I got that totally for free, thank you, because it's my missus.
Yeah.
She used it all the time.
It was my missus's one. But yeah,
Don't
that's
you
all I was
dare.
doing. I was calling you out of that. But now that
Is
you've
this
actually-
is this all it is to you? Just rip the shit out of me because I got a new light.
Yeah.
It's only because he looks like bloody Papa Smurf sat there.
So did you want to give us a little look, Ben, seeing as we've just seen it in the distance? I wasn't expecting that. Wasn't expecting. Come on, we've got 3 minutes, Ben. Fill your boots.
Oh, flipping out! You put me right on the spot. You.
It's live, Ben. It's live. No pre-records.
No pre-records. No, that's it. But so that's the
He's even got the lens straight up on the lens.
that's the new torch.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I tell you what, Ben. Let's do this a little bit more
And
professionally.
then there is, I mean, obviously the stratosphere is behind the hammer coral, but yeah, it's only a small head, but it's still alive. So happy days. So yeah.
Show us your
What are you
light,
doing with
Ben.
all them frags on there?
Pardon? Oh, I've got quite a few frags at the moment. I've just been learning how to frag slowly, taking my time with it. I've got some nice little Zoas there and some more Zoas at the back there. And then you've got
Look like well
My sea
professionally done.
Did you say professionally done?
Well, yeah, you know, the only professional I've seen do it is Lee. I always
Well-
thought he just hacked at him, but turns out no, it's you as well.
You just call me a professional. Oh, bless.
See, the difference between Lee's fragging and mine is with the Zoas, I've actually been cutting the flesh from the rock and not breaking the rock. You know, so I'm trying to keep my skate work as it is and not break it up.
See, you buy Lee's coral, you get a bit of live rock with it.
Yeah,
Expensive stuff. That.
Yeah, that is better.
professional.
I should choose my
But
words
it's not
better,
live.
shouldn't I?
But it's not live rock. It's a bit of Ross's roof.
Roof
Oh,
tile,
it's one of his garden slabs.
garden slabs.
He's never gonna lose that. Never gonna lose that.
It's only because it's a brilliant idea and no one else thought of doing it.
Innovative.
Sort of. Right. Thank you very much for participating this week, gentlemen. I would say, Daryl, you watch the early part in the bath. We'll not go any further with that bit.
Not had one yet.
Oh, all right. Well, go then. Right, boys. Are we signing off? Bit of a. Oh, wait a minute. Let's put the new Insta man. Come on, let's do your professional sign off. I bet you've been practicing in front of a mirror.
No. No. But thank you for coming and watching all. Till next week.
Oh, bless him.
Yes.